all us young people are thinking about going out partying, making fast money, Facebook, social network. No one's really thinking of like the bigger picture. Everyone's thinking about the now in London, because London is the now. Like, you know, one day this is news, the next day it's not, in it.
And text me, what are you doing this evening?
Put your jacket on.
The struggle's real. Some of my mates, they can't afford to be getting a haircut due to the fact that they ain't got those funds, innit? And their parents ain't really employed, so they're living on benefits. So they end up meeting certain people in the area, and then they get influenced by those older people making money or having good clothes, having designers. They think, yeah, I want to be like that guy.
And that's because he hasn't got knowledge. He ain't got education. He just seen something flashy and it's just, you know, thought like, let me go with it. This is nice. I want to be like him.
There's only so much you can do trying to move away before you resort to, I've got to sell drugs, I've got to do well for my family, I've got to make money, because you're trying to compete with everyone around you. So that's why most young people end up doing that sort of stuff and going to jail. It's not because they're a bad person, but it's because the system's made for us to fail, innit?
If they don't have the self-esteem or the self-confidence, how are they going to pick themselves up and go out there to do it? Maybe some of them do need those positive role models around them. I mean, if they don't have it, then I guess they're stuck because they don't have no one to push them.
You left mum, fair enough, you didn't get along. Me and Elliot were young when we heard that you were gone. We had to try and grow up with no role model home. Not even my brother Dean, he had his own problems, so we did it alone. I let society mold me, as well as my mum and what she showed and told me. You think your duty as a dad is fulfilled cause you phone maybe once a month to check if I'm alive and at home. I don't think so. After the argument last summer,
if you don't have a job, you ain't got nothing else to do but be on the road. If you come from a shit household, you're gonna escape and be on the road. So it kind of all factors down to crime in the end.
Mentality of being what they call the hood, isn't it? You want to be bigger, badder. You like to be in a group. That's where you find strength. That's where you find confidence. That's what a lot of people have, and then that seems to clash with another sector who do the same thing. Just want a confidence and a sense of grouping, you know what I mean, or belonging. And then them two vibes clash together, and then it's just territorial and ego. Because there was even debates like who's the baddest area, and you'd have two blocks, literally roads away. You don't have to go far before you're seen as a target. It's hard to maneuver around, and as you're young, you don't really have a car, so you're just constant target on the road. So you should, like, in the area, I know they have meetings with parents and that. Maybe we should have meetings with kids and actually understand that everyone addresses a certain way is not a certain way, to broaden their understanding. How can you be victimized by what you wear? You're driving past and you'll see me for a second and you make a decision to stop me. But why is that? How can you make a decision that I've done something wrong in a second? I don't understand. You say you're trained, see suspicious movements or whatever. I don't know anyone who can make that much of a judgment in a second. And that does demotivate a lot of people. Come on now, they're meant to help society and be protected. We don't see them as that at all. We've been stopped together many times,
Exactly.
Individually, we hardly get stopped.
Exactly.
So it's almost as if the black and white combination is a bad thing.
Exactly.
But I don't think it was. But that's what our experience is so far.
The police are kind of trying to segregate young kids now as well. Obviously, if I'm with him and like we're just chilling or whatever, they'll think straight away something antisocial is happening there.
Like, they just think that all young people do the same thing. Like, oh yeah, he's young, he's this, he's that. Like, he's on the roads, he's doing crime. Like, I mean, it's like me. I'm an air cadet now. I've been to like Royal Air Force bases. I've flown a plane, shot rifles, done all these things. And it's like, because of the clothes that I wear and the way I look, like, I get stopped and searched, and that's just like, what are you doing now? I'm walking home. I've been stopped in my uniform. That's how bad it is.
With a Metro respond to crime, trying to keep statistics low for conference time. You can never understand what we go through if you've never went a whole weekend with no food. Stuck in the depth of war, had a brush with death before. I put my life in every line, a metaphor. Still believe that I'ma meet death premature. That's how I'm living in SE.
I wouldn't say there's a lot of positivity around you, depending on your background, where you come from. You come from a wealthy background, then of course. But if you came from the bottom, not really, unless you get yourself out of that circle.
Do you think if we had a black prime minister,
That ain't gonna make no difference. Look what's going on in America still. Is crime still high? Because they got Obama. You think Obama changes anything? I mean, that's just like a smoke screen. You know what I'm saying? They want support. They want support from the black people. That's why they put Obama there. But Obama ain't really doing nothing. He's still controlled. There's always a hierarchy. All we see is on TV. But before our Prime Minister goes to war, he has to go to the Queen for advice first.
She runs the country. Like, you can't say nothing about the Queen. She's been through it. She's done it. Whoever doesn't respect the Queen, to me, is not right in the head, really. It's not like she just sat there all her life and done nothing. She was there through the whole of the World War II. She had the Blitz spirit. She helped people. She was just like a normal person. So to me, that's a brilliant thing for a Queen to do. Definitely.
Thank you.
How much is it? How much is it a week?
What, for JSA?
Yeah.
I think it's like £96 every 2 weeks.
Yeah, £96 every 2 weeks or something like that. They think that they're nice with that. Get me? Like, I'm getting that for free. But it's a mind frame, innit? Really. Maybe that's how much they feel they're worth, innit?
When you're like searching online and then looking and then applying and then waiting for it and then getting rejected or not getting the answer you were hoping for, and you just think that process is long, the government can make it easier for us young people rather than have us going through that emotional distress of getting rejected by an employer.
But I don't feel like it's just the end. It should be an excuse to do something negative, because I believe there's loopholes in everything. It just makes things harder, yes, but it doesn't mean that we can't do what we want to do in life.
Say if money wasn't an issue, would you still choose to live where we live?
No, I'll be out of there within a flash.
I know a few people that go uni in Kent, and I've heard things like maybe you'll get asked, like, how are you, like, good morning, like, and that's not, you don't get that around here. No one asks us how you are or like greets you in that kind of way. And I would love to get that every morning. That'll be great, man. That's a good way to start your day, don't you think? Like, you go to work, how are you? Like, that's fine. I love that, man. But that's what I'm aiming for. Like, this is too depressing, man. It's not where I want to be, not at all, not at all.
Even now, like, lots of youngsters, they may want to sing, they may want to act, they may want to do even ballet or something. But because of the people around them, they don't want to strive to that. But when you watch Face too much, it limits you, isn't it?
So no one's really thinking about the future, like 10 years time, who knows what's going to be out there for our kids.